combat paper. It's an international program that is all about honoring the individual stories and processes that our veterans have gone through. Process itself applies to everyone. Everyone has a personal journey, a story, a path that they've taken, memories that they need to let go of in order to move forward. Veterans and
paper as definition is plant-based, right? And we get the word paper from papyrus, from Egyptian practice of taking water weed and forming it into this plant-based substrate to record information.
The first step in paper making is to liberate the rag. So we begin by deconstructing the material by cutting it apart and removing all of the non-fiber. So seams and buttons and zipper and Velcro, and all this material is cut away and removed. Then the fabric is cut down further into smaller pieces. After that, we take the cut up material and mix it with water and add it to the Hollander beater. The Hollander beater is the machine that can beat the material into a pulp. It was invented in 1680. So it's old technology, and we use it in the same way that it was originally intended. We fill it with water and clothing rag, and it beats it into a pulp. So this is pulp made from military uniform. So the pulp then rendered from the Hollander, we can form into sheets of paper one at a time by hand. We do this by adding the pulp first to a vat, then take the mold and decal, draw that through the vat, rendering a sheet of paper from the pulp slurry.
See how my movement was subtle, it was quick?
The mold and decal is the tool that we use to form sheets of paper, one at a time by hand. The mold is a wooden frame with a screen stretched against it, and the decal is the open wooden frame that gives shape to our sheet of paper after we form it. After the water is drained out and our sheet of paper is on the surface of the mold, we transfer it, we couch the sheet of paper to a felt interface, and then from there we can do pulp printing. So pulp printing is this technique of taking these silkscreen stencils and printing with a pigmented, finely beaten pulp through the stencil onto the surface of a wet sheet of paper. So what happens is the pulp stencil and the pulp sheet dry and fuse together and become one. So it's like we're printing with paper onto paper. And then we press all of the sheets of paper we create over the day and then hang them up to dry like laundry. And that is the steps of what we use here in the combat paper process.
Intrinsic to that rag, that pulp from which the paper is made, is the memory of uniforms that were worn by those who have been in battle.
You wear the uniform for so long that you're so focused on not getting it messed up. And after a while, you sit down and start shredding them up, and you start thinking about all the things that you've been through and what it really means when it comes down.
The ritual of breaking down the uniform is a part of contemplating what it is in your own past that you're processing and moving forward with as you start your next chapter.
Having it go from a sacrifice into a piece of art means a lot.